Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. And thanks for joining in for this day 7 of the cookie baking challenge. Our 7th cookie we're gonna make is a classic Spritz cookie. It's basically a sugar cookie that you put through a cookie press and you put all kinds of sprinkles and icing on it. So this is a very simple recipe. It goes back a long ways. I gotta grab my paddle. All right, got it. With all the recipes for cookies, you want to make sure that your ingredients are at room temperature. So my butter is at room temperature, my egg is at room temperature. I have in here already 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. I have a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a half a teaspoon of almond extract, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to blend this together till it's nice and creamy. Now I'm not going to set my oven yet because these cookies you need to put in the refrigerator for about half an hour, 45 minutes before you put them in the cookie press. They just come out cleaner and smoother that way. So let's just go ahead and get this mixed up. All right, once that's creamed together, which it is, you're gonna add in half of your flour. So I have 2 1/4 cups flour. I'm gonna add half of it in, mix it, and I'm gonna add the other half in and mix it. And like I said, you're gonna stick this in the refrigerator. You wanna make sure it's nice and tightly sealed. So we'll pull it out, we'll put it on some saran wrap, wrap it up. You can put it in there for, half an hour, 45 minutes, or you can put it in there overnight and pull it out in the morning. Pull it out at least about half an hour before you're going to use it because you don't want it too hard for your cookie press. But obviously these are a very light, fluffy cookie because it's basically the butter. And since we've had it at room temperature, we want it to be a little bit harder to go through the cookie press. So let's add in that half of the flour. And start it off slow so your flour doesn't go flying everywhere, and then you can speed it up. All right. So now we're going to add the remainder of the flour and we're just going to mix it until it's all mixed together. Now this does take a little bit of time because obviously the butter has to break down. There's no other waters or liquids in here other than your little bit of extract. So basically you're just getting your butter creamy into the flour. So it does take a little bit of mixing time. I suggest using a stand mixer or a hand mixer because hand mixing this takes forever. Crucial step, 1 egg. I forgot to add that, so we're just gonna add it in now and continue to mix it. All right, so that is done. And like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out and we're just gonna put it in some saran wrap so it keeps the air out, but we wanna get it nice and cold, but we don't wanna dry it out. So we just wanna get a chill on it to go down through our cookie press nice and even. So let's just get all of this stuff off of here. We don't wanna waste any. These little Spritz cookies they're good tasting and they make a lot, and they're also fun to do with your spouse like I do, or your kids or friends, because you get to show some creativity then when you decorate them. So I'm just taking this in the bowl and I'm just kind of forming it into a ball. It looks like Play-Doh without coloring. All right, so that takes all that out of there nice and clean. And we're just gonna put it in a nice mound and just wrap it up to keep the air out of it. But we wanna chill it, like I said, a half an hour, or if you chill it longer, that's totally fine. It just needs to come out and get a little bit of room temperature. So we're gonna put this in the refrigerator and we'll be back. Our cookie dough has been in the refrigerator. Now we're ready to get it in our cookie press and continue on. So we're just gonna unwrap this. And I got my helper to help decorate because we're down to the wire on this cookie baking challenge. But you know what? I see the end and we're almost there. And so many people are just gonna absolutely love these cookies. So, just gotta get our little press up. I already have a little Christmas tree one in there. And we have some snowflakes and poinsettias that we're gonna put in as well. So you just take your dough, and I kind of try to get it in the cylinder shape and put it in here. Make it into little logs so it has less air in there to work through. If you have a trick that works for you, you can do it your way. I haven't made these in the cookie press since I was a kid, so we'll see how this goes. Just get it all down in there. Just gonna screw your top right back on. Don't cross thread it. Go. All right.
Hey.
What? She already likes it. So you just want to squeeze it until they start to come out, which they're already coming out because I did put just a little too much in there. And then you just press them down and squeeze. So you just press them out and then you're gonna decorate them. We're gonna go ahead and finish pressing these and then we're gonna start decorating. So I managed to squeeze out some snowflakes. They don't look much like snowflakes, but this cookie press has seen its better days and isn't really great. And we got some Christmas trees decorated. Our oven is set at 375. And you can bake these for 6 to 8 minutes, but you only really want to do 6 minutes because you don't want them to get crispy. You still want them to be nice and chewy. And then we'll pull them out and let them cool on the pans for 5 minutes before moving them to the cooling racks. It's been 6 minutes. We're going to pull these out. We're going to let them cool on the pan for 5 minutes before we move them off onto the cooling racks. And there you have it. Your sugar Spritz cookies, poinsettias, Christmas tree snowflakes, soft and chewy, not crispy, not overly sweet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. Until then, bake it easy and happy holidays.